Yo, what is up, man? I thought I'd vlog today. Being how I live on the West Coast, people on the East Coast, Midwest, South have different perceptions of the West Coast. Mainly Los Angeles and Oakland, and especially San Francisco. Now I live in Sacramento. San Francisco is about an hour and a half from where I live with no traffic. There's traffic, it's about a 3-hour hump. Well, with my job, I spend a lot of time in San Francisco working. And the perception is, you got these beautiful skyscrapers, which you do, all this body of water, that's true. You got the Golden Gate Bridge, you got the Bay Bridge, you got all this stuff. It's true. You got the hills and all this stuff. It's true. Lots of movies was filmed in San Francisco because of its architecture, culture, so many things to talk about. Now, recently, a couple of months ago, I did a documentary on the Tenderloin, which is a famous street and area in San Francisco where all the druggies hang out, the mental impaired, former veterans. It's sad. And a lot of them are hooked on drugs. A lot of them have mental disorders and things like that. And unfortunately, they turn to a life of drugs. And without saying anything, I just let my camera tell the story in that particular documentary. Today's Monday. I had to work in San Francisco today, downtown, right off of 5th. No, actually, right off of 7th and Folsom Streets, where I was working at. And this is a typical day downtown San Francisco for those who don't know, who might have perceptions of the city is beautiful and clean. It is not. San Francisco has one of the biggest homeless problems ever out of all the cities throughout the United States. And they spend tons and tons of money every morning for people, organizations to come in and clear the homeless off the street. They sleep anywhere downtown San Francisco. And right around 6:30, 6:45, the city starts to wake up and you see kids walking to school on these streets with backpacks. You see businessmen, businesswomen in suits and attire walking down these streets. They share these streets where they're weaving in between tents and literally weaving between people who are shooting up right in front of you. It's tough to witness. Today was one of those days, man. I don't feel like every time there's an issue or something, I need to pull up my camera and record. To me, that's violation of people's privacy. And I don't like to make a spectacle out of people and put them on blast, I'm not here for entertainment purposes, making somebody else look stupid. And today, which is one of those days you have to just sit and watch and swallow really hard and take it all in. This is how my morning started. I arrived at the job right around 7:15 this morning. I met with my coworker. We were talking about what we're going to do and was going over the paperwork and everything. And these tents are everywhere. Well, these tents are right in the middle of a business district, and across the street is a dog park. We have a little basketball hoop and everything, but it's a dog park. And people tend to walk their dogs early in the morning. Ladies by themselves with their poodles, men with a couple of dogs. You got all these people and characters with these beautiful little dogs walking them. And right around that time, in between 7 and 8 o'clock, this organization comes by to basically go door to door and wake up the people sleeping in the tents and say, sorry, sir, ma'am, you need to, disperse. You cannot crowd these streets. They're literally on the sidewalk, taking up the whole sidewalk with all these tents. And sometimes you have to go in groups because it can get volatile. And that's what happened today. You had a young white gentleman and a young black gentleman. The black guy was a big, tall, strong-looking dude. You can tell he was the enforcer. The young white guy had the little iPad, you know, taking pictures and documenting and everything. They were very, very polite. Excuse me, hello, good morning, hello. And you see a zipper, what you want, sir? It's a certain time of day. We need to clear these streets. I'm sorry. Hope you had a good night's sleep, but okay. And some of the people unwillingly move, they grunt. But this one particular gentleman, I don't know if he was Caribbean, Jamaican, he acted a plumb fool. They couldn't remove him. They went back, got reinforcements. In between that time, he just started cussing and cussing, saying all kind of volatile things. He was saying stuff like, I want my life back. This is BS. I don't give a damn. F you all, F you all. I'm like, you got people walking back and forth, and this guy was doing it inside of his tent because he didn't know where he was. Even I came out, I was going, man, what's going on? I hear all this cussing and mayhem. I'm looking and looking. And inside the tent, you can see movement in the tent. I'm like, this motherfucker's in the tent acting a fool. Just ladies walking by with their dog, they jump out of terror because he just screamed out of nowhere, just acting a fool. Took a while, but they finally got him to move. He finally calmed down, but he was being very disruptive. And he was just mad at anybody that didn't look like him. This was a black gentleman, and he was just angry at the world. I wonder what his story is, but he kept yelling, I want my fucking life back. He was pleading and yelling and getting volatile and throwing his arms and frailing everywhere. I want my life back. So it makes you wonder what was going through his mind and what really happened to this gentleman. It was tough. And then, you know, midway through the day, damn near lunchtime, more incidents, more things are happening, right? My work truck is parked right out, I can see it. And San Francisco has hills and slopes. So I was on a hill, so my cart, for my material, I put a hammer underneath the wheel so it doesn't move or roll downhill. This Hispanic gentleman was on a bike, tatted up. You can tell he did some jail time. Not discriminating, but I can tell by looks, you know. And he was paddling, came up to my truck, man, it's hot. Yeah, man, you know, it's hotter than usual. Man, you got some soda? I'm like, no, man, I don't have soda, but you're in luck. I got bottled water, and I got the little juice packs you put in it, like Crush, Sun Kiss, or Hawaiian Punch. You know, 5% sugar. You put it in, you shake it up, and I gave him one. As I went to my truck, hooked him up with a little cocktail. I came back, I looked down at my cart, because I'm not stupid. And my hammer was missing. And I looked at him, hey, what's up, man? Want that water? I said, hey, man, what's in your hand? He said, oh, man, I go, man, that's my hammer, man. Really, you gonna rob me right in front of me when I'm getting you something to drink? Oh, man, my bad, man. Hey, man, I also got a wrench. You want this wrench? I said, man, give me my hammer and put it back where you found it. I said, boy, I wanted to whoop his ass, but I was in a damn good mood today. I said, you know what? Take this bottle of water with this little stuff in it, man. Be on your merry way. He rolled off. So let me just roll back and check it out. I put my head around, make sure he was trying to open up my truck. And he did pass. But man, this dude tried to rob me damn near right in front of me and try to play it off. The streets of San Francisco. And if you're not from San Francisco, you don't know your way around, be careful. All you tourists that come from the Midwest, South, and East Coast and thinking, oh, San Francisco, end up in the wrong part, you're going to get got. You're going to get gaffled. Be careful. Then the clincher. I'm driving home, right? The freeway is at a standstill. Luckily, I was in this lane over here, so Highway 80 was still moving, Interstate 80, but over here, this freeway, I think it was a 101, was stopped. And I seen all these lights and flash all these cop cars and police motorcycles. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm looking and looking. Then I see this white dude jump up and start running down the freeway the opposite direction. I'm like, is this Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon 2? Dude had long hair. He jumped up on the little what do you call it, the medium, and was running. He was jumping in between cars. Then he started jumping on top of cars and running over the hoods and the roofs. I'm like, am I really witnessing this right now? And he was booking. And the cops, you see them on the radio like, they wasn't even sweating. Dude on the motorcycle, cop just, by that time I started passing, I couldn't see it. I'm looking, trying to break my neck and look. Today was a crazy day in downtown San Francisco. Those you know, you know. Those who don't know, let me warn you, be careful when you come to San Francisco, downtown especially, and just be a tourist. People will snatch your purse, they'll bust you over their head. You don't know what nobody have in their hand. Dude tried to steal a hammer, ain't no telling what he was gonna do with it. Because if you park on certain streets overnight where the druggies and the homeless are at, your windows are gonna get busted out. That's how they get down. They hate us. They think we put them in that spot where they're homeless. I don't know everybody's story. Some might be legitimate, but some people just gave up on life. Some people don't have a choice. You got so many different types of homeless. You got your homeless. You got your elderly people after the pandemic can't pay nothing, but they fix income. You got druggies. You got runaways. You got people with mental illness. There's so many different facets of homeless people. And I try not to judge. I try to be cordial towards them. But when they get hostile, and a lot of these homeless got dogs. Like that one Jamaican dude had a big ass pit bull in his tent with him. So then when they go talk to him, dog try to tear people's asses out. Whew. Today was crazy, y'all. I just want to share my day today in sunny San Francisco, California. Boy. Be careful and watch your back. Until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, be careful. Fade to black.